Hi people, I'm the Average Scot Consumer, and today we're going to look at the Razer Kishi mobile gaming controller for Android. So if you've got Xbox Game Pass, then this basically turns your mobile phone into a handheld Xbox. So before we open this up and get into the details, if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel for some more personal and home and kitchen technology videos. On the box, it gives an overview of some of the features, and it says it fits most Android devices. Now that will be for the screen size and the width of your phone, but it's also worth noting that it's USB-C connection only, so your phone has to have that. So when you open it up and take it out the box, it's quite small, and it shows you how well it's designed and how they've thought about it, because it stays in this compact shape and you can put it in your pocket or in your bag and you can carry it about quite easily. The thumbsticks, they feel okay, as do the buttons, they feel fine. Maybe not as good as a proper Xbox controller, but it's the triggers that feel the most different from a normal controller, so that might take a little bit of time to get used to, but other than that, it feels fine and well made. So to open it up, you basically have these little plastic tabs, and there's a sticker telling you as well that you pull these tabs apart and it releases the back plate, and from there you can stretch it out so that it fits different sizes of phones. The left hand side basically only holds your phone in place, but on the right hand side you have your USB-C connection and you have two little channels, where I think that is for speakers on the bottom of your phone, so that sound can come through those channels and out of the front of the controller. And that is a really smart design, because a lot of phones do have speakers on the bottom of the phone next to the charging port. So when you finish using it, it is really easy to put it back together. You just slot it together at the front and then push the plate down till it clicks on the back. And it's a really nice design because it's not going to open accidentally, and that plate also acts as a support on the back of the phone when you're actually using it as well. There's also a USB-C charging port on the bottom of the controller, and this is great obviously if you're playing games and you want to charge your phone while you're actually playing, so you don't need to worry about your battery draining. And also, don't forget, if you have an Xbox but you don't have Xbox Games Pass, then this comes with a 14-day free trial. But at this point, if you have an Xbox and you don't have Games Pass, then you're losing out on a lot, because it is a great deal for the money you pay for it. So connecting this up to your phone is easy. As I showed you before, you open it up from the back with the little plate, and then you connect the USB-C port to the USB connector, and that's one side done. The other side is simply just to hold it in place, and as I said, it stretches out so that it fits all different sizes of phones. Once the phone's in, it actually feels more solid and secure than I thought it would. It has two little padded areas where the pressure is actually going on the phone, so this is where it makes it feel secure and keeps it stable in your hands. And as you hold it normally when you're gaming, it feels completely secure, as if it's one complete unit, and that shows you that it is a good design and it's really well done. And as I said before, the thumbsticks and the buttons feel fine. Probably not as good as a normal Xbox controller, but they are good enough. And the triggers do feel a little bit flimsy, but they're fine as well. The only concern that I have is that the right hand thumbstick is in a slightly more awkward position. It's a bit lower and further to the right than on a normal Xbox controller, but after a couple hours play you'll get used to it and it would become natural. Once the controller's connected, it's really easy to use the controller to navigate through the Xbox Game Pass app and choose whatever game you want to play. It really is quite amazing to play full powered Xbox games for the first time on your mobile phone. It's something that would have been beyond imagination just a few years ago, and once you get used to the smaller screen size, it feels the same as playing it on your big TV. Jumping back into Halo felt as good as it always has. I know there's talk about there being lag because you're actually streaming these games from the servers, but for me, as someone who doesn't play games all the time, then I didn't notice much, if any, but it could be on a game by game basis, but that's something you need to consider before you buy this, because in the official Xbox videos for this, it shows you people using it while they're travelling or in cafes and places like that, and you may be having to use your own mobile network connection, and I've switched to the 4G and it doesn't perform very well, so it may be that you need a good broadband connection at all times to use this. So after testing Halo out, which was great, I then switched to Forza Motorsport, which is obviously a much faster game, and this is where lag may show up even more, but for me it still worked really well. It definitely was harder than it would be using it on the big screen on the Xbox, but it was still enjoyable and I still managed to play it fine. So to sum up, if you've got an Xbox and you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, then this is an excellent product to use the game streaming service with, and the only issue that I can see is the possibility that if you're not using a high-speed broadband connection, then you might have quite a jumpy and laggy experience. But other than that, if you're using broadband and you don't have access to a TV or you want to play games in another room, then this is an excellent device for streaming games. So I'll leave you with some more gameplay, but for now, I'm the Average Scot Consumer. Thanks for watching, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.